Right, okay guys, 24/7 golf, how you doing? Now, I'm down at the driving range in Rainford today because I'm doing a little bit of testing. Now, when I go on my lives every evening in the garden, I'm using the Garmin Approach R10 and everyone's asking me on the live, what am I using, what's the app called, and what is the unit called? So it's the Garmin Approach R10, but is it as accurate and can you trust the accuracy on the dispersion? So that's what we're here to test today. I'm going to rate about, I don't know, 25 shots, something like that with different clubs. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to record the screen. I'm going to tell you exactly visually how far I think the shot was out compared to what the app is saying. So compared to what the unit's saying, I'm going to tell you how far out I think it is. So let's get straight into it. Right, okay, as you can see on the screen, we've got the Garmin Approach on, we've got the Garmin app on. I've got a 9.9, so I'm going to hit some shots and see what the unit says compared to what my visual line's saying. Now, I've come onto this particular bay today because it's bang on line with them rugby posts there. You can see them sort of rugby goal posts. So that's my line. Should be going right over the top of that. So let's see how we get on 8 and let's see how accurate it is. 9.9. So that is about, what, 7-8 yards left? 7-8 yards left, and as you can see, the unit is saying it was 19 yards left. So not a good start for the Garmin, so that's one down. That's right over the top of the goalposts, right over the middle, right. So that's spot on. That's saying 1 yard to the right. So the Garmin was absolutely spot on then. So that's one good and one bad one. So that's two gone. Let's hit another one. Okay, so that is probably about maybe 8-9 yards left. That's saying 20 yards left. And it was right in the middle between the goalposts and the blue circle. So that's probably about what? 8 to 10 yards, that's saying 20 yards. A little bit heavy, it's just about 3-4 yards right. 3-4 yards right to the goalpost, and the Garmin is saying 19 yards right. So, when you're watching me lives in the garden, and you're telling me I'm spraying it all over the place, I'm not. That's why I wanted to do this, because I know I'm not spraying it, because you can tell by the contact, can you? And you know where you've hit it, don't you? As soon as you've hit it, you know which direction it's going. There's the proof in the pudding. 19 yards right, and that was about 3 or 4 yards to the right. So let's have one more 9.9. One more 9. Now that is miles left. So that was probably about, I reckon that's probably about 30 yards left. Yeah, and that's what it's saying. So that's picked it up spot on that, because that was a big pull. Right, let's change club. Let's go with a 7.9. Let's change this. Let's have a few balls with this. Right over the middle, we're just drifting to the right a touch. Yeah, probably about 1 or 2 yards right. Yeah, that's not bad. 1 yard right. So that was good. That was a decent guess from the Garmin. A little thin, a little left. Probably about 10 yards left. So yeah, so again, Garmin's picked that up, 8 yards left. There we go, better. So that's gone what, about 3 or 4 yards left. And there's again the proof in the pudding. It's the inconsistency of the unit that I hate. That's gone 3 or 4 yards left of them goalposts. And on the app, it's saying it was 28 yards left. 28 yards. So if you're in your garden practicing like I do with my net of an evening, you're adjusting your swing. If you're going off this Garmin, you're adjusting your swing, aren't you, to compensate, thinking, why am I pulling it, when you're not. I've just hit that 3 yards left of the goalposts. So, you might as well just go and throw 500 quid down the drain. It's not worth a carry. It's right over the middle of the posts, right over the middle. There you go, again. 20 yards right, the Garmin's saying. And that is bang over the centre of them goalposts. So, I don't know whether I need to hit anymore. Do we need to hit any more balls here? And it's all calibrated, it's all lined up perfect, it's all measured out. Not worth a carry. And do you know what? On me live last night, there was 2 fellas that come on. 2 fellas come on and said exactly the same thing, 2 inconsistent. That's a cracker strike, probably about 6 yards left, 6-7 yards left. Hit the Garmin saying 29 yards left. There you go. There you go. Do we need to hit any more? I don't really, do I? You know what I mean? Absolutely useless. Tell you what, I'll hit some drives. I'll hit a few drives. That's gone off the planet right there. That's like, that's about 50, 60 yards to the right, and the Garmin saying 18 yards. That was miles right. That's a great ball. So that's like 10 yards left, something like that. That's I've hit that about 10 yards left of target, and that's saying 52 yards left. The Garmin's saying 52 yards left. It's ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. That's gone miles right again. Well, not miles, but 20 yards. 20 yards to the right. There you go. Wow. So that has gone, that ball has gone about 20 yards to the right. The Garmin is saying it's gone 22 yards left. There you go. The proof's in the pudding, isn't it? 20 yards right. The Garmin's saying 22 yards left. What a waste of money. Anyone want to buy a Garmin? There you go. Better. Like down a pipe. That's probably about 8 yards left. See that? And that's picked it up pretty good, 11 yards left. I just can't work it out. I just can't work out why it's so inconsistent. Where the inconsistency comes from. Let me have another one. One more. I stepped into that miles right again. And there you go again. That's the proof in the pudding. It's gone about 40 yards to the right, and the Garmin's saying 49 yards left. That's it. Don't need to say any more, do I? Don't need to do any more testing. So when I'm in the garden and I'm hitting into the net and it's coming up with figures like that, what have you got to do? Got to ignore it, haven't you? And just maybe play the courses and forget about the numbers on there, because it's just miles out, isn't it? Anyway, video done. Hope you've enjoyed the test. Go and get your Garmin's on eBay if you've got one, and don't point them to this video so they see it. That's the only advice I can give. Anyway, I'll catch you on my lives. Thanks all for all your support and all that. Absolutely buzzing with all the lives, the way they're going out and all my videos. So I'll catch you on them, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy. 24/7 golf. Lovely roll.
24/7 golf.